People, make sure that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for. Everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go!
Fusion Core, whatever the hell they call it, Fallout 3.
Yeah, she is finally becoming a better wrestler, and people are not giving her that. She's had some phenomenal matches.
Yeah, let's go.
Because, like, seriously,
you should have got Jade's wig. That probably would have helped her.
Don't do that.
Yeah, at least you would have had. Booker probably should have gone over that year, and Booker should have had a WrestleMania moment.
I was trying to give a trick question, but I said two, but it was two winners, and it was Maven and Nydia. That's four there, Beck.
But you know what? Yeah, you can't trust Beckford.
Beckford. It's time for Straight to the Ropes Wrestle Talk, baby. Ring that bell. Talk. Hopefully, you guys are able to hear me right now. Having some audio issues, as usual, bro. It is what it is sometimes. But listen, guys, we back at it. It is. Oh man, you hear that? Super loud. There we go. All right, so you guys can definitely hear me. So I don't know why I can't hear it, but I don't need to hear it because I'm talking. Y'all need to hear it. But yo, guys, check it out. What up? It's me, Brian B, with a special edition of course, Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. We were supposed to be on last night. But, man, to tell you guys, I'm a little sick. We got stuff going on. We got kids, man. You got, it's just what it is, man. I'm kind of sick. I'm still trying to fight the power and jump in here. So I got my sweater on. It's cold as hell. Like, when you get sick, you be super sensitive to, like, all your, feelings and stuff like that. So I'm sitting there just, like, cold and just tired. But, wanted to still rock with you guys and still get everything out because it is the Rumble on tonight on Saturday, and we got to get these predictions out, man. So I wanted to make sure I jumped in here with you guys. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and head on over to YouTube and like and share and do all the subscribing and all that stuff. Because as you see, your boy, like I said, man, this year I'm really trying not to miss any shows. Tuesday, unfortunately, our web show, I did have to postpone. We're gonna do that next week. And then last night, like I said, had a show all put together, but we do have Tuesday nights. We do the Beeline web show. That's where we talk about a little bit of everything, different topics going on, as well as relationship discussions, different things like that, maybe some interviews. Then of course, tonight we have Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, or today, Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. That's usually on Wednesday nights at 9:00. But listen, there's one more show we do, and that's going to be on tonight. Sick or no sick, we got the Beeline Entertainment show tonight. It's going to be a really, really awesome show. We're going to be talking about the new shows that are coming out in 2026 that we're looking forward to. There's a lot of reboots. There's a lot of new shows that you want to get into, especially after your shows are wrapping up. Stranger Things and things we were into, those are all wrapping up. So you want to get in some new shows, man. And we're going to talk about it tonight. But listen, guys, me and Kyle Eric will be on tonight. That was then, and this is now. Man, like I said, bro, we got the Royal Rumble coming up, man. But before the Royal Rumble, I want to jump into some wrestling hot takes, baby. There's a couple going around right now, and I definitely want to address some. I'm going to try to keep this show as regular as I can. It's just me. So it may be a little easier for me to rock with it or whatever. I'm also still trying to share and put the show everywhere where it needs to go and stuff like that. Now, if you are a fan of pro wrestling, things are always changing. Things are constantly going on. And, up to recently, man, we're at the beginning of the year for WWE. This is WrestleMania season. That's what we're saying. Like, we got to get in here and get these predictions kicked off. But with WrestleMania season comes all the new stuff, man. You got a whole bunch of new stories that are supposed to be getting told. You got a whole bunch of new, the games coming out. WD2K, they just released there. We're going to talk a little bit about that today as well. But the interesting topic is, which wrestlers is making the most noise at the beginning of the year, man. You also heard there's a popular video. It's a hot take for you. I don't have any clues, any clips geared up or anything for it, but there's this new indie wrestler, man, and I don't know. I think he's from a different country, I believe, man. But he's got this new song, and like everybody's like in the thing, like shot, pop, 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 or whatever. But people are feeling it, and I'm loving it because it's just like it's showing like people are creating catchy shit that's getting the audience invested. I'm not even like in the community. I've never even seen him wrestle or whatever, but all of a sudden you're starting to see shit blow up and you're looking, you're like, whoa, what's that? It's interesting, bro. You got to keep reinventing yourself. You got to have character. And of course, one of the biggest things I keep hearing this word lately, showmanship, man. You have to be a showman, yo. I actually was just listening to somebody talk about like showmanship when it comes to even just doing like your online stuff, whether it be you're making TikToks, whether it be you're making, posts on Facebook and online and shit like that or whatever. I've been trying to do like a lot of stuff, man. I've done Halloween specials. I painted my face, gotten lights. Listen, bro, it's hard to do that shit. It's not easy to fucking, I think a lot of time, a lot of people now are like, they're relying a lot on editing, and editing is important. But at the end of the day, bro, it's all about you. Like, what are you bringing to the table? Like, when people see you, like, are you just the most boring motherfucker until you have edits, or, you know what I'm saying? Or do you have some kind of character with you? And you also can't just be, as another thing that goes with like your entrance. You can't just be an entrance. You can't just be like, we talk about shit like this all the time, but I was really interested. I don't have anything queued up. Maybe when the guys get back next week, we'll kind of do a little bit more of a dive into that. Whoever that guy is that's got that interesting entrance is like, it's taking over online in the wrestling community. But one of our first hot takes today is going to be something that I want to talk about, and this is a very interesting one. Well, let's do this one first. And I'm not trying to say that this isn't as interesting, but this isn't at my cup of tea. Last night, if you watch AEW, AEW comes on Wednesdays, and that's usually around the same times I do this show, so I don't really get to see it all the time. So sometimes I'll try to catch it, just on the back end or whatever. But you saw an interesting character get, his debut on AEW, and I was definitely happy to see it. It was good for him, I think. I cannot believe I don't have this effing clip, yo. Where is all my shit? I was saving everything, and it's just not working. Like I said, bro, I'm fucking sick. I don't feel like dealing with a bunch of shit. Tommaso Ciampa. Okay, fuck it. So it's Tommaso Ciampa. I'll get a video, a picture of him real quick. But Tommaso Ciampa made his debut on AEW last night. And, I think everybody kind of saw it coming. I didn't realize it was going to happen as fast as it did. When they say that, he let his contract expire. He didn't renew. Which makes sense, bro. Tommaso Ciampa, for people who have been following him since the NXT days, I'll take it even further back. If you've been following him from like the Ruthless Aggression era, he was in WWE back in like 2002 or 2003 or whatever. He had like a small role back then. He wasn't like, he played a character. I can't remember what it was, but I know he was involved in the company, and he did do some wrestling as well, I think. But he got his real big start, of course, with DIY. Him and Johnny Gargano, they had a tag team. That's where they really started. But then when they branched off, one of their story segments is probably one of the biggest stories of NXT history. Like, their breakup, and then Tommaso Ciampa being like, this real dominant heel character. He had a very unique look, and he ran with it, man. Him and Johnny and just a couple other guys who really they really held down the NXT brand, especially the black and gold, man. One of the reasons why NXT is so big today is because of that brand and because of guys like him. So one of the NXT originals, I like to call him. He left the company, bro, and it made sense because for some reason, I don't know if Tommaso Ciampa it was just always NXT. But they just never knew what to really do with him when he got to the main roster, man. And remember, if you go back, it was that weird time period where they were starting to bring up the NXT guys, like some of the bigger names, like Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. There's a couple other ones, man. I don't know why I'm blanking on them right now. But they really didn't do much. They were bringing up like the champion. They were Keith Lee. Like they were bringing up like the champions and having them in like awkward matches just on a random SmackDown. But they really still be on NXT like I don't know what the hell they were doing, but it was just like they were randomly doing shit like that. So it didn't really work, and they never really were able to get established because they didn't make them feel important. They were just throwing him in random matches, and Tommaso Ciampa never really recovered from that shit. So he got onto the main roster. For a while, he was doing something with the Miz, and then it was just like they were just like, one of the things were just throwing him in different avenues, just trying to see if something stuck, and nothing ever stuck. So he went back to the tag team with Johnny Gargano on SmackDown. And they held the tag team titles for a little while. They did a couple of things here and there. Johnny Gargano's another one, bro. Like always just on and off. He was never super hot on the main card. And at this point, I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but it's just there really ain't shit going. I mean, at least if there is, then y'all tell me, because I don't see anything going on his side, man. It's not too much in his future. I mean, how much longer is he going to keep wrestling? Like, is he going to become a giant, guy or whatever in the future? Nah, man, sometimes you got to kind of know, like, if your heat isn't really able to be built up or the thing. So I'm happy for Ciampa. Like, he just debuted. He came out when Briscoe was out in the ring. I know he's the TBS champion right now, so it looks like he may be going after that belt. So good for him, man. I'm really glad he's able to shine. Hopefully he gets some more in his career. He's had a long career. So hopefully Ciampa is able to make some noise in AEW. Here's one more thing I'm going to say on that topic. Like, the thing about AEW and, guys going from AEW to WWE, WWE to AEW and all this stuff, whatever, the riffraff, there's a lot of different promotions, right? And, you learned this from back in the day, like, whether it was WWE guys going to WCW, whether it was like WCW guys or WWE guys going to TNA, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're just going to instantly become a star. I mean, I think people kind of understand that now, but I think it's more looked at like, hey, listen, you have opportunity, you have a new beginning. Especially when you've had the ability to build a name for yourself a little bit, you got a little bit more reason why people are going to instantly start watching you. Like, hey, I used to watch this guy on WWE. Hey, I used to watch this guy on AEW. I used to watch this guy in the Indies. Like a lot of people who are like, real hardcore wrestling fans are watching indie shows and stuff like that. So it's like you have a little bit more name. Your name carries a little bit more weight. But once you get to whatever, promotion you're in, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how popular you are. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who, they may watch WWE, randomly, but they really are fans of New Japan or AAA or something like that. So if you go ahead and see those guys in WWE, you see them by face, but you don't really know them. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people who may not know Kenny Omega. There's plenty of people who don't know these guys or Andrade and you're looking and you're like, hey, listen, you have to reestablish yourself. That is your fucking job. That's one of the things we were talking about before. Like when it comes to your character, you have to establish yourself. If you don't, and you're just relying on your recognition to carry your ass into the fucking forefront, or the promotion is relying on your recognition, bro, you wonder why so many fucking people they wind up switching, whether it be Rusev, whether it be Andrade's another one. It looks like Andrade's one of them guys that he was really well received in NXT. He's an amazing wrestler, but it's just like wherever he goes, he doesn't make enough noise, man. You can put fucking masks on and shit like that, whatever, bro. Incredible fucking talent, but it's just he don't make a lot of noise. So I don't know, bro. I think people really need to start digging into their character dynamic, man. You have to understand it's not all about just being a great fucking wrestler. I don't know how many times I said this shit, but people still, well, no, you gotta be bro. You could be an okay wrestler and have an amazing gimmick and still get over hard too. Like not even fucking hard. It's easier to do that, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with Tommaso in AEW, and then we'll kind of go from there and then rock forward. But here, one more hot topic we're going to jump into before we get into the Royal Rumble conversation is this was a fucking weird one for me, bro. But let's talk, man, because you know how it goes or whatever. Triple H. Let's talk about Triple H, man. Triple H, the King of Kings, the cerebral assassin, the game. Or we want to call him the Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the prestigious, Terror Rising, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of costumes this guy's had. And now, of course, WWE 2K26 is coming out. Looks really good, man. It looks like, it's another game, kind of the same kind of thing that has been going on. At this point, if you played one, you've played them all. It's just updated graphics a little bit. It's updated roster. and some match types, are kind of updated and stuff like that. But for me, one of the things that don't get updated enough is the universe mode, is the modes that you really like to enjoy, especially if you like playing by yourself. Like, it's one thing to just go and just, oh, I'm gonna pick this guy and have a match, this guy and this guy and have a match. Sometimes you like that story, man. You like that investment. One of the biggest problems with WWE 2K games that I was over here playing, the last one, and I like doing my story mode. I like creating my guy or whatever. And then you create your guy, you create the entrance that you want. You take time doing that shit. It takes a lot of time. But then it fucking, freezes, or every time you do something. I think the last one, like, they couldn't get it to where when you create your guy, you couldn't use your own created entrance. So you got to keep using this bullshit generic entrance with this bullshit music. And it never works, bro, on the PS5. I don't know if it was just my shit, but I hated that shit, bro. I didn't even, to be dead ass with you, I used to pick up the game, try to start playing it, and then get to the point where I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm going to power through because I want to just keep playing. But then I get to the point where I'm watching my guy come out, and I'm looking for this dope-ass entrance that I made, and no. It just blue screen. Oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. This game has crashed and shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm over it. I'm over it now. And I've stopped playing the game multiple times because of that shit. So, a thing I think everybody has really enjoyed is being able to create characters and do all this stuff. But I really hope that they fixed it with this new update. Now, that's not even the hot take. The hot take is Triple H. He's got a version of this. I believe it's called the King of Kings version. CM Punk seems like he's the cover art for this year. But King of Kings, they got these different editions. Another edition they have is, of course, the Attitude Era. They're bringing back the Attitude Era, which is, in my opinion, it's really great. I definitely understand why people are kind of like, oh, man, again, we've had a couple of games that have, re-represented it. And then also, I really hope that they don't do it in a way where it's just like, oh, I'm bringing back, the Attitude Era, but I'm going to leave out Vince McMahon. I'm going to leave, man, fuck you, bro. Like, don't play with me. Like, what kind of a waste of time? You're going to leave out all of these key components in the era that made this shit awesome. Like, I get it, man. I get it. All the bullshit. Every day we wake up, we got to live with more motherfuckers who fucked up their, their history and shit. But it's like, I want to see like this up-to-date shit. These are AI pictures or whatever, but it's like, I want to see some of this up-to-date stuff. Like, I want to see, like, of course, one of the biggest things with the Attitude Era was Stone Cold and versus Vince McMahon. Like, it was one of the things that made it the biggest. And you had like the ladder matches and just the Attitude as a whole, the hardcore title, like, the backstage brawls, boiler room brawls. There was a lot to define the Attitude Era. And it was super raunchy. It was, super entertaining, regardless of what you feel now. Like, Yeah, it was degrading in certain things, but the Attitude Era was one of the best periods in wrestling. I don't fucking anybody says. But another thing about the Attitude Era, Triple H, he is the creative control guy now, and he's the one that gets, a lot of heat for the shit that he's doing and decisions that he's making. So everybody hates Triple H now. Boo, Triple H, right? I don't fucking hate Triple H. I still love Triple H. Triple H is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Favorite characters, favorite wrestlers all together. And to hear people start to have this conversation about Triple H is not he shouldn't be on the game or involved in the game because he wasn't a part of the Attitude Era. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, I literally, when I started hearing this argument where people say this stupid shit online, I literally just had to like kind of compose myself and start to understand, like, okay, yeah, people must have just started watching wrestling in like 2010 or some shit, bro. Like, I think a lot of people, especially in this era, I think a lot of people started watching wrestling like kind of later on. I know a lot of people that I started watching, I talk with or whatever, they didn't start watching wrestling until like, around that time. Like, they started around the Ruthless Aggression. A lot of people started with the John Cenas and the Batistas and stuff like that. They kind of missed all the Stone Cold and the Rocks. Like, they had to go back and kind of research that shit. But for anybody, whether you did research or not, to not know that Triple H is one of not only a fucking part of the Attitude Eras, but one of the pinnacles, like one of the fucking the Mount Rushmore faces of the Attitude Era, like without question. That's the shit that's so crazy. Without question. Triple H started, he came in, he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I believe it was around 1995, if I'm not mistaken. He came in as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he had this really corny gimmick where he was bowing, and he was like, this whole super elegant and shit like that or whatever. And he rode that for a little while. Within that times, he had matches with The Rock. Within that times, he had matches with Cactus Jack, Mankind. He still had the pedigree. That was his move. That's why the pedigree is called the pedigree. It's like a prestigious, what and the pedigree used to be dominating, bro. These motherfuckers just lift you up and just drop you right on your neck and everything. So, they modified it and stuff like that. But Triple H was always a character. So for guys who don't know, in 1996, I believe, Triple H was supposed to win the King of the Ring tournament. The King of the Ring tournament was supposed to go to Triple H. And I may be mistaken on my years here, but I know that this is a fact. Triple H was supposed to win that, but he got in trouble for a famous scene called the Curtain Call. The Curtain Call was where him, X-Pac, then known as the 1-2-3 Kid, Razor Ramon, and Diesel, and Shawn Michaels all shared the ring because Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were going to WCW. So they came out after the match and they all hugged each other and they broke kayfabe, which was the belief that, hey, these guys don't really like each other. It's all real and blah, blah, blah. Triple H came out with them and hugged with them and shit. So since they all left. Triple H was the only one that was there. Vince McMahon or whoever made the call said, hey, listen, you want to go and fuck up my shit? You want to go ahead and show stuff I don't want you people to see? I'm going to take your King of the Ring away from you. Bam. That's what he did. And then that's how you get the infamous Stone Cold Steve Austin when Stone Cold won that year, against Jake the Snake Roberts. And he gave his infamous Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass speech, which was the defining moment of the Attitude Era. Don't get it twisted. That was the defining moment of the Attitude. That fucking speech led to why Vince McMahon came out and said, hey, listen, we're leading into a new attitude. It was a couple other things that happened too, but that was the defining moment. That was the birth of the Rattlesnake Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, so after that happened, we get into everything we got into, and you get into like 1996, 1997, the creation of D-Generation X. You had Shawn Michaels, you had Chyna, and you had Hunter Hearst Helmsley. These guys were one of the biggest parts of the Attitude Era. It's, like I said before, Triple H is not part of the fucking Attitude. Triple H is one of the biggest parts. DX is one of the biggest parts of the Attitude Era. So it's like people really just need to shut the fuck up, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely telling more people to shut the fuck up this year, yo. Because I'm tired of listening to people. I'm tired of questioning myself if I don't know. And I'm seeing all these people just say outrageous shit based off their stupid feelings. And, you really have to just understand, bro. It's just not even fucking questionable at this point. But, after DX was set, you still had, of course, The Rock. He came in Rocky Maivia. That bullshit wasn't working. And then, bam, he transitioned to The Rock. He joined the Nation of Domination. Then A became big. Farouk, D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry, Godfather. It was all of these guys built up and created some of the most classic shit that we were watching on TV. Had a lot of attitude. They were rough. They didn't give a damn. I still watching the other day, Ken Shamrock taking that chair shot to the face from The Rock, man. Woo! When Farouk took that chair shot, or no, it was a picture because The Rock gave Farouk, he was the leader of the Domination at the time, and The Rock was taking over, and The Rock had the picture of The Rock as a present to him. Bro, the Attitude Era was a shit. But Triple H also was big parts in that, man. After Shawn Michaels had the incident with his back and he fought Stone Cold with Mike Tyson and everything like that, Shawn Michaels left because he had got injured, and then Triple H took over D-Generation X, and not only took over, that was the introduction of, he brought X-Pac back from WCW, another classic promo with X-Pac telling off fucking WCW, Eric Bischoff, and then when at the end of that show, the New Age Outlaws, they joined DX, and then bam, you have the whole introduction to the whole the Monday Night Wars are going on. You have DX roll up in the tank, going to do whatever, just kind of interfere in their show and shit like that or whatever. All Attitude Era. Y'all understand shit, right? This is all like 1997. This isn't even like 98 or anything. This was at this point. Might have been the end 1997 to 1998. And I'm not even quoting. I didn't fucking research none of this shit. I remember watching this shit. So it's like I said, I might be getting some dates wrong or whatever, but this is pretty much like, these are the fucking cliff notes. So it's like back to the original topic of this man having a cover art because you don't like his creative decisions and you don't like certain things that's happening now, and maybe there's some shit that's happened with him or he's done whatever, because there's so much stuff, I don't know, maybe people have heard, maybe he's ass and brown nose or ass kiss or whatever. At the end of the day, the man's legacy speaks for itself. Don't start saying bullshit because you're unhappy with his current situation. Nah, bro. Triple H wholeheartedly deserved his spot in the Hall of Fame without a doubt, without a fucking doubt. Okay, deserved his spot in the Hall of Fame. DX deserved their spot in the Hall of Fame. If I was a wrestler, I'd have done the same damn thing. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, also, I would love to see. I can't wait to see all the stuff, the McMahon Helmsley era, DX, and all that stuff all there. I hope they have everything in that shit. I hope they bring everything that I love about that whole time period. So, yeah, does he deserve it? Hell yeah, he deserves it. He's definitely a member of the Attitude Era. So just shut the hell up, bro. Y'all be on some ridiculous shit sometimes, man. Just say you don't like what he's doing now and just keep it realistic. Bam. There you go. But yeah, am I excited to play the game? I'm excited to play the game. I'm going to spend $150 fucking dollars to get the whole version like I always do. And it's pretty much the only thing that I don't like is there's going to be more people in it. It does seem like nowadays these games are really being used to have the older players, like everybody, like you get it, people are creating the shit out of like a whole bunch of people that's not in the game, and that's what you see, and people mostly enjoy like the creation suites, whether you're creating Power Rangers or whatever, like you're enjoying being able to have fun with the game. I do miss when these games were a little bit more fun and not so realistic. I've said that shit multiple times. I wish we can get a little bit more fun. And I'm not talking about, it's gonna be a graveyard you fighting in and shit like that. I'm talking about just like, I don't know, man. It was like, there was just more realism. Like, they have tables now, they have ladders, but back in the day, you had like fire extinguishers. That was one of the things I liked about AEW Fight Forever. Like, you get on a skateboard. Like, there's just certain things that I kind of just want more fun to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the dumpster match that's coming in now. I think they're bringing back Buried Alive matches, I Quit matches. So I'm interested. Of course. I've been playing these damn games since Sega, since Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing WWF games. So it's like I'm definitely going to cop it and play it for 2 months and then never fucking play it again, or play it on and off here and there like I do now. But shout out to Triple H, man. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't agree with some of your booking. I don't like some of the stuff that's happening now. But I'll never use that and be like, oh, well, I don't like anything you ever did. Yes, I fucking do. I'm not lying to myself. I don't care. It's the truth. I love Triple H's career. One of my favorite stables of all time. My favorite stable of all time in DX. So shout out to him, and congratulations on making the cover, bro. Once again, for like maybe I think it's like the 17th time or 22nd time or something like that. Yeah, he's been on all the covers. So congratulations, H. Enjoy it, brother. All right, guys, listen, man. Let's go ahead and get some stuff while I still got some energy, because my energy is fading fast. But I had to get on here. One of the things I wanted to do mainly is, of course, talk about the Royal Rumble, man. We have the Royal Rumble coming up on this Saturday. Damn, yeah, I'm tripping out. Don't forget, guys, it's actually on at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not. I'm sorry, in the afternoon. It's not going to be at night, because of course, they're in Saudi Arabia. And this is also the introduction to, like, the Royal Rumbles in Saudi Arabia this year. WrestleMania is in Las Vegas again, but then I think next year WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia as well. I personally think that WWE is about to sell to Saudi Arabia. I don't know if they've done it already. I think that that whole Riyadh thing, I think they've been building that up, and WWE is going to be one of the main things on it. Now, is it always going to be in Saudi Arabia? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I mean, it's weird. You never know. But how would they do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be. So I guess not. But it's like, if their promotion is going to be over there, man, I hope my stuff is not messing up. Y'all can hear me. I keep hearing weird shit happen over here. But if their promotion is going to be over there and they want it to be more tailored for them, then you don't know, man. You might be seeing a lot more wrestling events happen in Saudi. So, but Saturday we're going to get to see, one of my favorite PLEs of the year. And it's a giant kickoff point, bro. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down a little bit. Now, we do have 2 matches outside, of course, the 2 Rumbles. And one of the first matches that we're going to have, let's talk about it and see if we're excited about it. But you got Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. All right, now listen, I don't know about you guys, but this is a super throwaway match for me, bro. Super throwaway match, probably the least most exciting match on the card. Now, a lot of times the WWE matches, the title matches that happen on Royal Rumble, they're really not the most exciting because everybody's waiting for the Royal Rumble, bro. Let's be honest. Like nobody really cares about the matches that are happening. Most of the time, they are throwaway matches because you know that the winner of the Royal Rumble is going to be facing the the main eventing WrestleMania. So it's like whoever's the title holder, 9 times out of 10, they're already building stories, so they're not really changing. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much like, okay, this title match is for nothing because nobody's very real. I can't even remember a lot of times where the title has changed hands in a title match on Royal Rumble. So Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Is Sami going to win it? I would be fucking shocked. I would be shocked. I'd be super shocked. I don't know if somebody's going to interfere. It does kind of seem like, and listen, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun here, but it does kind of seem like they're angling for a fatal 4-way match between Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, and Cody Rhodes. I mean, that would probably be the best thing that they can do at this point. That's where the story is going around. You can also build up Cody versus Sammy. You can also build up, of course, Jacob versus Drew, and then just them kind of, powwowing off of each other until we get to Mania. I don't think it's the most interesting in the world. I don't fucking think it's the most interesting in the world. I don't think there's a lot of shit that's interesting about it. But I mean, it's the 4 guys that are on that division that are probably going to make the most noise. I wish that there was going to be more attention brought, but there's people who are in there now. People are saying things like, Oba Femi. Listen, we'll talk about it when we get to the Rumble. But in this prediction, I'm going to go ahead and just say Drew McIntyre retains. I think whatever the picture is definitely going with Drew. I do think that whoever wins the Rumble, it may go into this title. I don't think that it's going to go into the CM Punk's title because we'll get there when we get there. But I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre for this. I don't think the belt's changing hands. And this is my least, most anticipated match of the night, to be honest with you. After that, we have another match, which, listen, this match right here, just because I personally believe that we may see AJ Styles retire from WWE here. You have to understand they've said it a bunch of times kind of indirectly, but I don't think that AJ Styles is going to retire from wrestling. I think he's going to retire from WWE here. I think that we have been kind of seeing his retirement. Recently, he just had that match with Shinsuke. He had the match with John. I don't think we're getting these long, giant tours, and I think that this is going to be something that kind of swerves away from that. I don't think we're going to see AJ Styles all year and then see him, kind of wrap it up like John Cena did in December. I think we've gotten a lot from him, and I think AJ wants to go back to TNA. I think AJ wants to go into AEW. And who wouldn't like seeing another Kenny Omega match? Me personally, I would also like kind of seeing him in a Finn Balor kind of thing. So there's a couple of things, man. There's a couple of things that I wouldn't mind, especially with this interference that happened with Finn and Punk and AJ on no, wait a minute. Am I tripping? It was Finn. No, it was, damn, it was AJ Styles. Yeah, I'm not tripping. I can't remember. So much wrestling. But yeah, especially with his interference with AJ Styles and Finn. So it's interesting, bro. I don't really know what's gonna happen as far as just what they're trying to build. I don't know if, to be honest with you, I don't even know if WWE knows what's gonna happen, bro. I don't know if they have any story after we've seen kind of how they've been writing stories like this fucking circular, just doing shit and then kind of doing shit afterwards. I don't know. But me personally, I think that there's a good possibility that Gunther could beat him. And maybe they'll add it to the story, like, oh, AJ Styles retired, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe he'll come back like, I need one more match. I need one more thing or whatever. And then kind of see what happens or whatever. What up, Dev? Shout out to Devin, the Tribal Chief, man. Go check him out, man. He's on pretty much covers, man, games, definitely wrestling. But he covers everything. Shout out to Dev, man. Just doing these predictions, man. Trying to see, if AJ is going to retire from WWE. Like I said, I don't know if they'll go that far and just do it that fast. But like AJ said, man, he's definitely going to be retiring this year. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy if Gunther won. The one thing about Gunther's whole, they just trademarked the whole career killer thing or whatever, which is the legend killer shit from Randy Orton. And I think there was something else even before that, before Randy was doing it. It's just like, I guess this is supposed to be making him seem bigger. To be honest with you, I don't know if it is, man. I don't really know if it is. Gunther seemed like more of a big deal when he was holding the IC championship. Gunther seemed like more of a big deal when he was in Imperium. Like he seemed more dominant. Now it's just like he's a super asshole. It's like, okay, fucking asshole. Oh, we gotta beat Gunther. Oh man. It doesn't even feel like people are like scared. It's just a challenge. Like, it's not like, oh man, we got to go up against Gunther. Remember Teddy Long, the Undertaker? Like, oh fuck, man. But now it's like they just say, oh, you got to go up against Gunther, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna go, and Gunther's like, oh, no, you're not. It just doesn't seem good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same effect. But I don't know, bro. If it does happen and Gunther wins, I won't be surprised. I would be looking at TNA like, okay, who the fuck is he going over here? Especially with them going to AMC. They got Dixie Carter. There's the whole, working together shit with WWE already. I can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go on the wild card and say Gunther. I'm going to say Gunther's going to win this, and they're going to do something different with AJ Styles for the remainder of his career. And go from there, man. But at the end of the day, like I said, one of the things about Royal Rumble matches, I don't care. I want to see who's going to win the Rumble, bro. I love the Rumble. See what participants come in, what special people come in or whatever, and how much fun we're going to have with all of that or whatever. All right, so let's get into the fun stuff. Those are the only two matches that are going to be outside of the Rumble. Let's start here with the Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, not for nothing, the Women's Royal Rumble match for the last couple of years have outshined the men's. The Women's Royal Rumble matches have been a lot more fun. They get more surprise entrances and shit like that or whatever. And they kind of told like more of a story. Now, I'll be dead ass with you. Charlotte Flair won last year, and I don't know about you guys, but that shit is the most forgettable win that I can fucking remember in recent history. Like, Charlotte Flair won. She had the Tiffany Stratton match. That's it. She'd been the tag team with what's it called? The fans kind of put her in her place where it was just like, she kind of came back, but nobody really accepted her until she went and did that tag team with Alexa. She was trying to get to the point where she was like, why do you guys not like me anymore? Like, and first of all, Charlotte, I'm sorry to say it, but it's like, you are a tremendous athlete. You are a tremendous, you've had a tremendous career, but you're not Becky Lynch, man. And it sucks to say it like that. And the reason why I say it in that way is Becky Lynch, man, she's reinvented herself. She's done so much. She's had dynamics. She's had character, improvement. She, you know what I'm saying? Even just marrying Seth Rollins, it sounds fucking crazy, but it's just like, she's just kept people involved and engaged. And the only thing that Charlotte Flair has done is kind of just make sure everybody sees her with the title. And, it's and like, once again, I'm not trying to say that to be disrespectful. I'm just saying that, like, that's kind of the truth, man. Charlotte Flair is phenomenal. She is legendary in this business. But at the same time, as far as just like relevance, as far as people like, oh man, Charlotte Flair's there ain't nobody saying that shit. There's nobody saying it. If it wasn't for Alexa Bliss and that tag team that she created with her, I'm telling you right now, there wouldn't be much to Charlotte Flair. She's never had any other dynamic besides I'm just a queen and that's just it. It sucks to say it, but it's real. It's dead ass real. There's nothing else that Charlotte did after her Rumble win. Jey Uso won, and lo and behold, love it or hate it, he had a good run. He had a lot going on for him. He still does. Even though we talk mad shit, he still does. But at the end of the day, Charlotte ain't had nothing, bro. Charlotte ain't even a memorable person on SmackDown right now. There ain't no time, ain't nobody looking for it. Ain't nobody even looking forward to, oh, what if she does this or whatever. Nope. Fuck no. It's not interested. You're not interested. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You're not interested. Don't even tell me you're interested. You're not. But with the Royal Rumble this year, for me personally, Liv Morgan is shining, bro. Liv Morgan is shining. And she's been shining for years at this point. She's a very dominant women's wrestler in WWE. She's been for a while. She's had a couple injuries, and even with those injuries, she's been able to come back from them and still jump right back into the fucking limelight, and everybody wants to see her constantly. Everything she does is pretty much gold. She can wrestle. She's entertaining. She's fucking sexy as hell. I mean, there's not much away from it. The Judgment Day has been together. They've changed like all of the characters in it for the most part. And listen, they're still rocking it. We're still kind of talking about it. Love it or hate it. We're still kind of talking about it. And I think right now, the dynamic between Raquel, the dynamic between Roxanne and Liv Morgan, I would be shocked if they didn't lead that into Mania. It's one of the biggest stories, one of the easiest stories, and it's one of the most engaging stories that I think we all can get around. I personally think that they should have a triple threat at Mania. I think that Roxanne, listen to me when I say this shit. I thought this before, and I really think it now. I think that Roxanne Rodriguez should beat Stephanie Valkyr or Valkyr, whatever, like Naomi said, however you say it. I think that she should beat her for the title. I think that Stephanie Valkyr, maybe she's a great wrestler, maybe this, maybe that, what the fuck ever. It's boring. Say whatever. Oh, they're not booking her. It's boring. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. It's boring. Okay? I think that at this point, Raquel should have the title. Raquel deserves the title. Raquel has been one of the best motherfucking players in the women's division in WWE right now. Hands down. Hands down. All right, so we're going to see that happen. Liv Morgan already has this weird, aggression towards her. She's still withholding the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is silently falling apart. It's been silently falling apart for a while. We haven't had Dom Mysterio, but Finn Balor stepping in. Finn Balor's going in other places. Even Roxanne and them are going in different places. Like Raquel's kind of pulling away from there. Their story is still telling, and you need to do something with it. The title would make the most sense to completely pull it apart. That's it. So my prediction is, if it's going to be in that realm, I would say I would not mind seeing Liv Morgan win this Rumble. I would not mind seeing Liv Morgan win this Rumble. The only other thing I can see, if there is something else that they're trying to do, if they're trying to elevate somebody else, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. I can't really see who else. Charlotte won last year. Charlotte would be somebody that I can just say, oh, they're going to give it to Charlotte so that she can face Jade at Mania. Rhea's already won. Rhea's had the title. I don't think fucking anybody's interested in that anymore. I think that what they should be doing with Rhea Ripley is this whole Rio shit or whatever. They had it for a while. It's been rocking for a while. I think it's time to heel Rhea and let her flip on Io. I think that makes the most sense going into. I know it's something that's not going to be a popular decision, but it's just at the end of the day, what the fuck are you going to do? Keep them a tag team? Like, the tag teams are starting to dismantle, bro. They're starting to get away from that shit. They're starting to, you're starting to break up the Judgment Day. You're starting to break up these other tag teams that ain't really around. How long is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte going to be a thing? It's time to maybe start breaking it apart. I think Kyrie has a hand injury. You still got Asuka, but Asuka's not winning the Rumble. Bayley's not winning the Rumble. Becky Lynch isn't winning. You know what I'm saying? You left with Sol Ruka's going in. You left with who? There's not much, bro. There's not much when it comes to storytelling. I mean, don't even talk about SmackDown. Listen, bro. Jade already injured all them already. Don't even talk about SmackDown. There ain't no women I can see over there. Shin's injured. Fucking B-Fab. Jade got the title. You got Nia. You got Lash. But they're a tag team. They're not ready to break up Lash from Nia right now. There's not much. It doesn't make sense for anybody but Liv Morgan. It doesn't make sense for anybody but Liv Morgan, or maybe Raquel. I don't even know if she's in it. But I definitely feel like Rhea and Io. I think Rhea should do a heel turn. I think it's time for Rhea to do a heel turn. And I know it sucks. The reason why I say it's not time for Io, because that's probably what boring ass WWE will do. But it's not time for Io to do a heel turn. Io is getting some elevation under her, and it'll be hard for people to hate Rhea. That's why it'll be interesting if she does it right. Io has this really big charismatic push going right now for her. and she's incredible in the ring, and they've already done work together. So now that they've had this friendship, if something happens in the Rumble where they tell a story of like, oh shit, like, Rhea accidentally gets in, because let's be honest, Rhea's going to accidentally get eliminated. She's not going to win the Rumble. Rhea's going to accidentally get eliminated, and it would make the most sense by Io. And with Rhea getting pissed off of losing an opportunity and realizing I've just been, just like Liv said, well, she's going to fucking turn on you. What? Liv just said it. They set the breadcrumbs already. But if they do that, it also give Liv dynamic. It also be like blah blah whatever. It's gonna point a lot of fingers in the right direction for Rhea and Io to have some kind of match at WrestleMania. It doesn't even need to be for a belt. It'll just be that good. Give it a stipulation and then let it rock. I think it'll be phenomenal. But I'm going with Liv Morgan, bro. Liv Morgan just makes the most sense. If Liv wins the Royal Rumble, definitely let her be let her be somebody who stays around for, a while. Let her do sneaky shit. Let Roxanne stay around for a little while. Let them do sneaky shit. And I think at Mania it should be Liv versus Roxanne versus Raquel for the title. Simple as that. Going forward. But that's my predictions for the women. And then, of course, if you got the women's Rumble match, you got to have the original Rumble match from the beginning. 30 men, Royal Rumble. All right, so this is another one, bro. This is another one that's like, it's kind of hard to tell because, first off, WWE has not done anything with really trying to build anything for the Rumble so far this year. They barely talked about it. Okay? They squozed it into the last couple Raws and SmackDowns or whatever. The only thing they made sure they tell you this shit ain't going to be in America. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia now. But at the end of the day, it's like, you do have some competitors in it, whether it be Jacob, whether it be Cody. Of course, listen, bro. Can I go on my soapbox for a minute again? Listen, yo. I cannot believe I'm saying this in 2026. I am so fucking done with Roman Reigns, bro. I'm sorry. I am so fucking sorry. I am so done. I know I'm not alone. Y'all might be scared to put them ones up, but I'm telling you right now, I am so done with Roman Reigns. I'm so done. I do not give a fuck about Roman Reigns coming back anymore. I know we've had a couple of shows on here where, Brandon was on. He was telling everybody the same thing. Like, bro, just he hasn't been on a SmackDown or Raw. You're just going to come into the fucking Royal Rumble and that'll be it and then leave and then get – if Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, let me tell you something, bro. I don't fucking know. I don't even know if I'm going to watch. I don't even know if I want to watch. Because it's pointless. It's fucking pointless. To be honest with you, I don't even feel like he should be there. I feel like the only reason he's there is because he's a name. There's no reason for Roman Reigns to be anywhere near the fucking Royal Rumble anymore. Why? Was he going to win the title? What character development or build does he have? There's none. Brock Lesnar, another one. Why? What the fuck for? Just a name. I don't even care about all the other bullshit. Yeah, there's matching going. I don't care about that shit. That's not my fucking life. Why do I got to see Brock Lesnar in the Rumble? So he can fight everybody. They'll probably eliminate each other, to be honest with you. And then they're going to have another match. There's nothing. There's no story. There's no story that you can't even build. Let these guys fucking sail off, bro. If you're not going to come back and be engaging so people have a reason to fucking sit in front of their television and watch anymore, you're just going to come back for the quick pop because we haven't heard your music in a while? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I feel like it's 2002 all over again. Get the F out. Like, I'm fucking tired of this. Bro, do you know Roman Reigns, I think within the last year, returned to WWE like fucking 30 times? Like fucking 30 times. Bro, who cares? Who the fuck cares? Who are you going to fight with? The Vision? Come the fuck on. For Paul Heyman? That was last Mania. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want Roman Reigns in the fucking Rumble, bro. Who cares, right? Who cares about me, right? I don't give a fuck either. I'm saying this shit. I don't want Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. They talk about we were going to have Cody versus Roman third. Why? Who the fuck would want that? Who the fuck even would think that would be a good? Who is in the creative saying that Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns with no fucking story is going to be something that people will be even close to fucking interested in. Bro, stop playing, bro. Like, y'all motherfuckers is just absolutely ridiculous, man. Y'all fucking ridiculous. Now, somebody who is going to be in the Royal Rumble, like I was going to say before, Obafemi. Awesome. Fucking great decision. You made him drop the title in NXT. I think he should have an unbelievable dominant role, even if he just kind of hangs out and people are just really kicking his ass and trying to kick his ass and doing all this other stuff. I think he should eliminate Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. That should be the only reason that Roman and Brock Lesnar are in this Royal Rumble, to get fucking eliminated by Obafemi. And just let him fucking shine with that, beat his fucking chest afterwards. I think that should be the only thing that happens. As a matter of fact, I'll go even further. Let Oba win that shit, yo. Fuck it. Let Oba win it. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know who is the best call for the man's Royal Rumble. I don't even know. You got Jacob in there. Like I said, I already think they're going to a place of, Jacob versus Cody versus Sammy versus Drew. I already think they're going in that direction. I could be absolutely wrong, but what else makes sense? What else makes sense? What makes sense for CM Punk? There ain't shit that makes sense for CM Punk. They've done, the only other thing that I can see is something that they've teased forever but still haven't done. I have no fucking interest in it even almost anymore. Is Cody Rhodes' heel turn. Even with Cody Rhodes in the heel turn, if he doesn't have anybody around him, is it even interesting? Is it a reason? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck at this point? So it's like, Obafemi will be the only person that I'd be interested in seeing what he does. Let him just be dynamic. Let him go on the mic. Let him say, "Hey, you don't know who I am, but now you do," and just let that shit blow up. And then give us the Obafemi versus Gunther, and then give us the Obafemi versus Drew, and then give us, you know what I'm saying? Just keep feeding, bro, and let him just start growing from there. Because that's it. Punk needs to lose the title. I don't fuck what nobody says. Punk needs to lose the title. There's nothing that CM Punk is doing with the belt. He's a fighting champion. Who cares? What else are you going to do? CM Punk ain't doing shit with the title. CM Punk his name gets chanted. He's a legend in the game, but there's nothing he's doing for the promotion right now but being a big name. That's it. There's no engagement. Finn Balor, yeah, it's awesome. But is it because people want to see CM Punk versus Finn Balor? No. It's because people want to see Finn Balor doing something. So you could have threw Finn Balor in any position. Pick one. If Finn Balor went up and stood up with fucking Drew McIntyre and said, "I'm ready for my title," everybody would have been into it. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Finn. CM Punk is just a pawn. He's just a piece that's in the place. Yo, let's be real, man. It's a lot of shit. The men's Rumble has no aura. Has no fucking aura. The Rumble match itself is gonna have to make the aura. They're giving you shitty gimmick. Oh, Roman Reigns is coming back. Nobody gives a fuck anymore, bro. Nobody fucking cares anymore. There is no, you guys have successfully made it so there is no name that is bigger than the company. You've done that now. Cody Rhodes is not bigger. CM Punk is not bigger. Roman Reigns is not bigger. So you got to stop relying on that shit. Stone Cold, it doesn't matter. Whoever you bring back, nobody cares. Everybody understands, hey, the people that we watch, we want to see invested in the story. We want to see invested in the future. That's it. That's it. Jacob Fatu, I'm sorry. I love Jacob Fatu. He's not ready for it. He's not ready for it. If he wins, it'd be cool. But I don't think anybody's ready to see Jacob as the Rumble winner and then put him in a place where it's like, oh, you're going to fight CM Punk or you're going to fight you. You're already heavily invested in a Drew McIntyre story. Oh, who took Jacob out? Who the fuck cares? Who cares? Maybe it was Drew. Maybe it was Cody. Maybe it was this. Who gives a fuck? He's been back, and then they're having matches. They had the Saturday Night Main Event. They fought all over the fucking place, and then Drew came in. Bam. But now you got the Rumble. There's no story. I'm just saying, bro. I don't really know what the fuck to say anymore. I'm making perfect sense, yo. I'm just telling y'all right now. But we're gonna see what happens, yo. My opinion, I'm going with Oba. I'm going with Oba because that's just what I want. Do I think that's what WWE's gonna do? No, because their creative is not that good. They're gonna do some goofy shit. I don't think they're gonna give it to Cody. I think that's an obvious no. I think motherfuckers will literally, they'll rewind their TV just like shut that shit off again. I think that's an obvious nah. They can't be that crazy. They cannot be that out of touch. Like to give Cody Rhodes a third win just because he's the supposed guy. There's no more John Cena. There's nobody to fall on right now. There's nobody to fall on right now, bro. You can't bring in Undertaker. You can't bring in Goldberg. You can't. There's nobody to fall. Now is the time where you're going to start seeing who the fuck can you rely on with this company. They're still trying to bring in Roman. And if Roman wins the Royal Rumble, honestly, how the fuck are you guys going to feel, yo? Are you guys really going to be happy? Roman Reigns won. And then you won't see that motherfucker till Mania. Maybe you'll see him a couple Raws sprinkled out through there, but you won't see him. Now, if Roman's trying to come back and really bring back a dynamic, really bring something back, I would have to see it. I would have to see it to even think about before I care. But at the end of the day, he's just a gimmick pull. Brock Lesnar's just a gimmick pull. Brock Lesnar should have retired after that match with Cody Rhodes. Brock Lesnar should have retired after that match with Cody Rhodes. They're trying to build it up. You can tell what they're doing. They're trying to build Gunther up right now by having him take all these people out, career killer, and then Brock Lesnar is going to be the Mania match. You already fucking know what he's doing. You already know. Brock Lesnar is going to be the Mania match. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm going with Oba because that's what I would love to see. It would be the freshest. It would be the newest. It would give Oba some traction to start with. I gave my belt because I know I'm coming here to dominate. I won the Rumble, and now I'm coming for a title. I wouldn't even fucking mind if even if it went up to like some CM Punk versus Obafemi shit. I'm going to take and win. That's a big part of it. And win. Yeah, fuck it. Even without a story, let it be some shit. Let Punk go a little heel on him. Yeah, rock with it. Make it interesting. And people are talking LA Knight. I didn't even bring him up, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't care anymore. Stop. What the fuck is LA Knight going to do? Besides y'all just wanting it to happen. What the fuck is LA Knight going to do? I don't fucking know, bro. Y'all just want shit. Y'all just want shit without reason. So, whatever. Yeah, LA Knight. It's something that can happen. I don't put nothing beyond WWE, bro. But listen, y'all, I might be fucking my shit up. Hopefully y'all can hear me. There's people watching, so I'm pretty sure somebody would have told me. But we got the Rumble on Saturday, man. This was fun. To do. I'm glad I came on. Woke me up a little bit because I really wanted to talk about this shit because it's interesting how they really had nothing going into this Rumble, bro. It's almost like they don't care. Like we watched Unreal. And some of it may just be for show. Of course, most of it is for show. But it's like it really does seem like they kind of don't have a lot of presence, man. It doesn't seem like they have a lot of presence. Like it's one thing to try to psych people out, like, oh, let's just show them this part, and we won't show them how we usually do or whatever. And then it doesn't match. It's like, nah, but they be putting some shit together. But when it matches, like, nah, y'all might just be full of shit. And it definitely matches. Like, oh, we're gonna do this. But what about after that? Oh, Triple H is usually the one who always makes that. Get the fuck out of here. Then why is it always just some random ass shit going on? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go with Oba. Obafemi's my winner for the Rumble. That's because of what I want, not because of what I think will happen. And we'll see. What I think is going to happen, I think that they're going to do some goofy shit. Jacob Fatu may take the win. It's not that bad. Jacob may take the win. Out of Jacob, it's definitely not going to be Cody. I don't think they'll give it to Roman. It definitely won't be Brock because Brock and Gunther is getting built for Mania. So I'm going to go Oba. Is it a chance for LA Knight? It could be a chance to shut people the fuck up. That would be the stupidest, wrongest call. But yeah, we'll see, man. It could be a couple of possibilities, but I'm going Obafemi. That's what I want. That's my prediction. But guys, thank you guys so much. I'm so glad I was able to come in here and do this today. I really wanted to do it last night, but like I said, I was just kind of sick up, man. Just had to do it, but we still got it done. Hope you guys enjoy the Rumble. Hope you guys enjoy watching. Hope you guys, definitely can like and share and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, guys, we will be back on tonight, 9:00 p.m. Eastern time with the Beeline Entertainment Show. We're going to be talking about different TV shows coming out in 2026. We also have a top 5 favorite collectibles. Yo, that's going to be an awesome conversation with me and my man Kyle Eric. We're talking about, like, whatever kind of things you like collecting. We're going to talk about our top 5 favorite collectibles that we have and that we want to talk about. And going to be a lot of fun, man. But guys, until next week, we will be back, and we'll have, of course, whatever went down at Royal Rumble and what's building, and hopefully it'll be an awesome show, and hopefully the STR Nation will be here at 9 o'clock. But until next week, we're going to tell you definitely to I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sick, y'all. Stay true, stay positive, pay attention, and have a great day, guys. Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications, so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the Beeline